There is a song playing in your head right now that you did not choose, did not start, and cannot stop. You are not listening to it, you are producing it. Right now, somewhere in the neural machinery behind your eyes, a melody is looping. It ran through once and caught. Now it is running again and again. You did not decide this. You cannot decide to stop it. You can only wait for something else to distract your brain long enough for the loop to finally break. This is strange. Think about that for a moment. Your brain is a prediction machine. It is designed to generate the thoughts you need when you need them. So why does it generate thoughts you actively do not want? Why does it produce sounds you did not ask for and cannot dismiss? Why is your own mind playing music at you? Scientists call this an earworm, but that is a name that assumes it is a malfunction, a parasite in the auditory cortex, a glitch in the system. And for a long time, that is what people thought it was, a broken thing, a sign something was wrong with you. Then researchers started asking a different question. What if it is not random? In 2017, a team of psychologists published a study called Dissecting an Earworm. Kelly Jakubowski, Sebastian Finkel, Lauren Stewart, and Daniel Mullensiefen wanted to know if earworms were actually random, or if some songs were simply built to get stuck. Here is what they did. They asked 3,000 people to name songs that had gotten stuck in their heads. They collected thousands of titles. Then they took the 100 most frequently named earworms and they matched each one against a song that had never been named by a single participant. The control songs were matched for everything that mattered. Same chart success, same musical style, same decade, same everything. If earworms were just about popularity or what was currently playing, the control songs should have gotten stuck just as often. They did not. Then the researchers took both groups and analyzed them across 83 different melodic features. They ran them through automated classification systems. They were looking for the signature of a song that hooks itself into memory. The earworm songs had faster tempos, but tempo alone was not it. What actually separated them was distinctive melodic contour. The shape of the melody itself, the pattern of how it goes up and down. Some melodies have contours that are easy to predict. You can hear where they are going. Other melodies have contours that surprise you, that break the pattern just enough to be memorable. The earworm songs had contours that were distinctive, unusual, shaped in ways that stuck with you. The conclusion was simple. This is not about you. This is not about your mood or what you happen to hear that day. Some songs are structurally built to loop, and it can be measured. But knowing that a melody is built to stick does not explain how it sticks. Where does it stick? What part of your brain is running this loop? In 2015, Philip Beaman and colleagues at the Quarterly Journal of Experimental Psychology conducted an experiment. They wanted to understand the machinery that earworms run on. So they did something simple. They gave people chewing gum. The idea was based on something called articulatory motor programming. It is the subvocal system you use right now to silently rehearse words. When you remember a phone number, you are not seeing digits on some internal screen. You are running your inner voice. You are whispering to yourself. It is a loop, a circuit, the same one you use to talk to yourself, to plan sentences before you speak them, to hold information in working memory. Beeman's hypothesis was this: if earworms run on that same system, then if you occupy that system with something else, the earworm should weaken or disappear. When people chewed gum, both deliberate musical thoughts and unwanted involuntary earworms reduced significantly. Chewing gum did not block the song, but it interfered with the machinery that was running it. The implication is important. The song is not playing somewhere abstract in your mind. It is not floating in some separate music center of the brain, untouched and untouchable. It is running through the same inner voice loop you use to hold a phone number. It is using your speech machinery, your articulatory system. Occupy your mouth, occupy that inner voice with something else, and the loop starts to fail. This is also something you can actually test. Right now, if there is a song stuck in your head, chew something, chew gum, chew the inside of your cheek, do vocal exercises, occupy the machinery, and watch what happens. But this raises a new question. If this system exists, and if it runs on your speech machinery, and if it is so obviously designed to latch onto patterns and repeat them automatically, why would your brain build something like that? Why would you have a system that gets hijacked by melodies in supermarkets? The conventional answer is that it is a malfunction, a side effect. Your brain evolved this system for something important, and now that the original purpose is gone, it just misfires on random music. But look at the data. More than 90% of people report experiencing earworms. 90%. That is not a glitch rate. That is not a malfunction. That is not a small percentage of broken brains. That is standard equipment. That is normal. If 90% of humans have this trait, then it is not a bug. It is a feature. The most plausible interpretation is this. The earworm system evolved as a rehearsal mechanism. A brain that automatically latches onto auditory patterns and repeats them is exactly what you would want for learning, for encoding language, for memorizing songs, for carrying oral tradition. In a world with no writing, no books, no recorded sound, a brain that could catch a tune and hold it running was a brain that could carry the things that mattered. Laws, histories, genealogies, warnings. Everything that had to survive had to be carried in melody. Everything had to be encoded in song. I need to be clear, this is a plausible interpretation. It is not a proven fact. We do not have direct evidence of how this system evolved or what the original pressure was. But it is the most coherent explanation for why the trait exists at all. So here is what happened. Your brain evolved a system designed to catch patterns in sound and loop them, to rehearse them, to make them stick. That system is still installed. It still works perfectly. It evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to do one job, to carry the information that mattered. And now it has nothing important left to carry. The system is not broken. The system is doing precisely what it evolved to do, on material it was never built for. Your brain is trying to carry something important. It's just that nothing is important anymore, so it carries whatever it finds.